That's right. You heard it. We're back. Better and ever. Coast to coast now. We've got a new name change here, I think it fits us a little more. We're on, and not coast to coast as you would seem, as in we are literally on coast to coast here, as we are one, myself in the Pacific Northwest, and two, in the southeastern state of North Carolina. More like just eastern. But hey, long time no see. Got a lot of catching up to do. We'll just do a little brief half-hour episode here and kind of just cover the first few weeks of the NFL, the postseason for MLB, which starts tomorrow, and some college football.
I mean, it's great to be back. Great to see you, Evan.
Feels great.
We got plenty of episodes to talk about all these sports coming up. The best time of the year.
Best.
But I think we get it started with the NFL. I mean, just incredible what has gone down in these first few weeks. First, we'll take a look here at the NFC standings. Looks like the NFC West is just the best division in football now.
Insane.
Crazy matchups in the first few weeks in both divisions. I mean, a lot of games, divisional matchups on both sides. We had the Eagles playing every good team in the NFL so far and having no issue.
Yeah. And winning and possibly the most boring offense to watch in the NFL. But, I mean, you know what they say, bro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And unfortunately, as a Cowboys fan, indeed it isn't broke, and there's no fixing to do. I mean, Jalen Hurts gets a lot of slander, but let's be honest. They're 4-0. They've beaten 4 really good teams. I believe, last week was the Bucs, who you can see right there, 3-1, so they were both undefeated. And the Bucs, Baker Mayfield, having a hell of a year he's having. They beat the Chiefs, I know that, 2 weeks ago. And then, obviously, the Cowboys week 1. I'm spacing on who they played in week 2.
The Rams.
Oh, my God. It was
another good team.
It was the Rams last week, Chiefs 2 weeks ago. But, wow, dude. I mean, that's 4-0, looking like they're potentially going to go back to the Super Bowl. I mean, as you said, though, the NFC West, dude, Seahawks, man, they look good.
As a Hawks fan myself, I did not think I'd see 3-1 on their ledger, but there it is. And they're only lost to a 3-1 Niners team who could not beat the Jaguars.
Oh,
little bit of fire and fury between Liam Cohen and Robert Saleh after the ball game yesterday, with the sign stealing alleged from Saleh, saying that Liam Cohen
is Saleh.
Exactly. How'd that head coaching career fare in New York? Not so well. Back to San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the Eagles look great. The Rams look great.
Oh, yeah, the Rams. Jeez.
We had the Bears beating the Raiders last night. Looks like Caleb Williams starting to settle in there. Geno Smith still sucks at football. That is confirmed. 2 first-half interceptions on the same route and the same safety making the play. Mr. Kevin Byard, I believe. Just incredible work there by the Bears defense, shutting down Geno Smith. Not hard to do.
Not hard at all. And people thought that Seattle was the problem. It would appear not. As he takes the issue. I mean, that's not. Can't hype up Vegas like they have superstar players on the outside last year, but Geno had DK Metcalf, JSN, and Kenneth Walker last year. He did go to a little downgrade on the Raiders, but I mean, dude, 3 picks back-to-back games. What are we doing? That's on him.
Not good. And Ashton Genty, the only bright spot for that Raiders team, 2 touchdowns, 139 yards, I believe it was, and finally, he sticks up for my fantasy team, so give it up for Ashton Genty.
All right, Genty.
Great work there. But, I mean, I think here in the NFC, the Eagles, the Lions looked really good against the Ravens.
They did.
Which was surprising because the Ravens were 24-2 under Lamar, I believe it was, against the NFC teams.
Mm-hmm. And in primetime, I think it was like even better. Like his record was like insane.
Yeah. I mean, I really think the Rams, Bucks, and then Packers and Lions, that could be.
I think the Niners slide, if I'm being honest. I think that
I do too.
I mean, they've been hit by injuries, and also let's talk about some injuries that we've dealt with this year so far. I mean, Commanders 2-2. Marcus Mariota started the past 2 games. Jaden Daniels got hurt. Obviously, we'll make our way to the AFC, but Lamar got hurt this last week. But that could have also been a little more of a, coaches just pull him out as he gets very emotionally attached, as we saw in the Lions game. That guy is a little bitch. God, I hate that shit.
Yeah, he does throw his helmet about 4 times a game. Like, just fucking own up. You're a pro.
Yeah.
And say, all right, it's on me. You don't need to throw your helmet. Same with Derrick Henry.
Oh, my God.
To sit down on a bench last game.
What's going on with Derrick? What is going on with the Ravens? I mean, geez.
Seems like a bunch of head cases can't figure it out. Maybe John Harbaugh can get the puppies organized here this next week. They'll probably be facing a softer schedule than what they've seen.
Yep.
Let's not forget about the collapse they had against the Bills in week 1.
No, geez, that was also potential for game of the year, as well as the one we watched last night on Sunday night between the Packers and the Cowboys. But that was a huge collapse. Derrick Henry did hold on to the rock.
I feel like this year the primetime games have been better.
Oh, yeah.
Last
Even
year
the Giants
seemed like there were no scoring.
Yeah, honestly. And we have 2 games tonight. What do we get? Potentially 2 shitters tonight.
2 shitter games as we talk good about the primetime football. But
who knows? Sometimes a shitter is a good game. And, I mean.
Speaking of shitters, it'll be Jake Browning on the helm. No pun intended. His pants will be browning as he will be facing the Broncos defense, one of the best in the NFL year in and year out. And the Jets will head down to South Florida and face the Miami Dolphins into Tagovailoa.
Tua, bro. Come on, dude. That guy sucks. All right,
can he throw it more than 5 yards? Sources have not confirmed if he can. But we'll see what they can do today.
Well, there's the NFC. You want to move over to the AFC real quick to cover some of those divisions there? And
absolutely. Last but not least for the NFC, terrible news out of New York.
Yeah. Oh, no.
We have Malik Neighbors confirmed torn ACL out for the season. But on the bright side for those Giants, Jackson Dart wins his first NFL start.
What a game that was. And,
nobody thought the Chargers were going to lose that one. There's a new look Chargers.
It is.
And passing the rock well, Quentin Johnston.
Wow. Talk about QJ.
Really been playing well.
Yeah,
had
man.
Maybe the worst season we've seen out of a high drafted wide receiver last season. And then he said, all right, enough of that shit. I'm going to play like I'm one of the best in the league. And that's what he's done.
Herbert's accuracy, I think, is taking a huge step. I mean, it is Quentin Johnson as well, but some of these throws Herbert's making is insane.
A lot more time in the pocket. Great drafting by the Chargers front office as they really bolstered up that offensive line. I believe Joe Alt went down last night. I don't know if he came back in the game.
He did. He got carted off, so I don't think
he got carted off. That is not good.
That is not good at all for Chargers fans, as Slater has already been down and out for the year. Alt goes down. I think the Chargers might slide a little. I mean, that's 2 of –
They might slide if those 2 are out for – Slater's out for the year, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
And if Alt is out for indefinitely, that could be trouble because you need to protect your quarterback in this league, as we've seen year in and year out.
Absolutely.
But, oh, man, that Chargers team looked really good in the first few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
It would be a shame to see injuries kill that club, and maybe they'll go out and grab a veteran O-lineman to assure that O-line.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, what we saw last night or yesterday with the Chiefs against the Ravens, I mean, obviously the Chiefs are not going to go away. They're going to be right on their tails. The Broncos 1-2 right below them, and a pretty bad beats for the Broncos fans in the first 2 weeks. Those are disgusting to the Titans, or the Colts, I should say. Shock of the year so far, Danny Dimes and the Colts, in my opinion, 3-1, looking great. Played the Rams pretty damn good yesterday. honestly could have probably won that game if Adonai Mitchell didn't.
I was going to say, did you see Adonai Mitchell forgot how to play the game and dropped the football?
I mean, that was embarrassing. And then, he gets caught up. I mean, that was a 70-yard touchdown, and it just
results in a touchback and gives the ball to the Rams. They go down and win the ball game.
Yeah, it's a hard team to stop. Stafford's real clutch, man. I mean, and then you go to the AFC North, which you didn't expect to see Baltimore in the third spot there, as we were talking about earlier. Cleveland, obviously, at the bottom, but Cincinnati with Jake Browning. There's no future.
They're going to slide.
Yeah, they've got to slide. And then Pittsburgh with A-Rod, man. I mean, A-Rod looks great. Pittsburgh looks good. Defense is
all. Look at that. If you look at that differential for the Bengals, they're somehow 2-1.
Yeah. I mean, even the Steelers, they're no differential. There's minus, but they're 3-1, which is crazy to me. I
can't believe they beat the Vikings. I mean, the Vikings have Wentz, who's looking for a resurgence in his career. Looks like he might have it.
Dude, he looks great, man.
They edge out a win there in Ireland yesterday morning.
Yep. Jordan Addison, welcome back from suspension, Mr. PED himself. And then lastly, up to the AFC East there. I mean, let's be honest, there's no shock there. Bills 4-0, although there should be 3-1, but the Ravens, like we said, absolute choke job in week 1, leaving them at 4-0, taking care of the Saints last week. Pat's looking, average, mediocre, nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about them early. They looked really good yesterday against the Panthers. The other games, they looked like complete shit. So
yeah, and the Jets and Dolphins, wow. I mean, just wow. The Dolphins are terrible.
The Dolphins are
awful, bro. I think Tyreek Hill gets shopped, man. I think he gets shopped.
I think he does. I think they wait a little longer to make sure they're shitty as they look.
Yeah. Well, with Tua, dude, Jesus. I mean, it's got to be.
I mean, the biggest contenders, I think, in this whole league is going to be the Chiefs once again, Bills once again. There's not – I mean, I think the Colts might be one of those sleeper teams, as you said.
I think, yeah, I could see them being like a wild card exit team just first round. I think the Jags don't look terrible.
I agree. The Jags look really good.
I mean, they handled business in San Francisco. That run game is kind of legit with ETN. No more Tank Bigsby. He got traded, but who cares? I mean, they have the rookie.
Yep.
Travis Etienne looks great. Trevor Lawrence, not too bad. I mean, obviously there were some shitty games in between, but hey, at the end of the day, a win's a win. And the Texans, 1-3 behind them. They're not threatening at all, but
the Texans looked really good against the Bucs, and they just couldn't get the final drive going. Defense could not stand up to the great high-powered Bucs offense. Texans O-line is garbage. If they had an O-line, they're probably a playoff team, but it does not appear they will be getting one anytime soon.
Nope.
I think the Ravens crawl back eventually.
I hope so. They're a good team, man.
Fun to watch.
Very fun to watch. Lamar is very fun to watch.
I think it's the Chiefs again. I don't know. The Chiefs, man. Something about them. They get that speed back from Xavier Worthy, and they look like a Super Bowl team again.
Let's not forget, Rashee Rice hasn't even played a game yet.
Exactly. They get those receivers rumbling, fumbling, stumbling.
I mean, dude.
Juju Smith-Schuster's been great.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the Chiefs, all I can think about is Chris Collinsworth.
My God, don't even get me started, dude. It's bad.
You get Rashee Rice back, they might just have their full offensive capabilities back, and that's all you can ask for. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, it was Mahomes-esque. I mean,
it really was.
Here's a guy.
You can't talk football without Chris Collinsworth.
Absolutely not.
But, I mean, AFC looks pretty similar, a little shake-up. NFC, I think it'll maintain those top teams. It looks like not many injuries on that side other than Malik Neighbors, but they are probably not going to be a playoff team.
Yeah.
Cowboys look good. They really have.
Their defense is just disgusting, man. It's anyone can walk down there and score. I mean, the linebackers I think are the worst in the league. I'm not even kidding. I mean, the D line, obviously, there's no pass rush. The run defense is, I mean, it's what it is, middle of the pack always, but it's not terrible, but it's not great. And the pass rush is not there. But,
I mean, they look good against the Packers. They look good against the Eagles, and they struggle against the Bears. It's like, what is happening?
Yep. But I see you put up the college football rankings now, and oh my God, look at the top 10 shakeup we had last week. Let's not forget about the wonderful Saturday we had before the wonderful Sunday of professional football. These 20 and some teenage men went at it in the top 10.
I mean, just an incredible week of college football, maybe the best in years.
I mean, it was awesome.
Season.
It was awesome. I mean, I think game of the day, obviously, I give it to Oregon and Penn State. That was nuts, that pick. Georgia, Bama, great game as well. Not going to shine the light away from that, but wow.
I'm a Georgia fan myself.
Yep.
I have some notes down that I want to get off my chest.
I want to hear them. Let's hear it.
Alabama, you can't take away the game they played. They played absolutely incredible. Ty Simpson at quarterback week 1 looked like Tua Tagovailoa, and I'm talking shitty Tagovailoa. Thank you, sir. That is what it looked like. This game played incredible. Their receivers are unbelievable. You got Ryan Williams, Isaiah Horton, and Jeremy Bernard. I mean,
Jeremy.
Incredible offense.
Yeah.
Seemed like they had Georgia's number in that game the whole time until the second half. Georgia's defense started to get some stops, and that's where I come in with the notebook.
Here we go. Come on, let me hear it.
So Georgia gets a stop. Then the big fumble by Nate Frazier gives the ball right back to Alabama. They only get 3, which was a huge stop. All the momentum in favor of the Bulldogs. And then Georgia goes down, and they have it at midfield. Looks good. Deep pass, Gunnar Stockton in the hands of the Georgia receiver. Cannot remember who it was. It was one of their receivers that hardly plays, as they like to rotate their receivers. Drops the ball wide open, no one within 5 yards of him.
Yeah.
That would have been a touchdown, give you the lead by 4. Then you're playing from ahead, a lot easier to do, easier said than done. And then the call that I hated even worse was later in the game, in the fourth quarter. It was 4th and 1, hurry up offense. You keep Cash Jones, your receiving running back, on the field, and go with an outside zone to your smallest running back against a Georgia or a Alabama D-line that has been taking care of business the whole game.
Yeah.
And you think that your smallest running back's going to get through? Hurry up offense. They know you're running a run play or something short. And I just thought that was bad on Kirby
Smart. Was not so smart.
Yep. Thank you. That is the one time I'll criticize Kirby Smart in probably the next 10 years, because what he's done with Georgia has been incredible. Not to mention a 33-game winning streak at home. And Bama goes in and handles business. And a night game in between the hedges. Got to give them credit. Bama played their heart out. Looked like they had their number the whole game. A few momentum swings, but that Bama team looks like they're right back in the top 10 and contending for a national title. As you said earlier, Penn State, Oregon, what a game. Oregon walks into Beaver Stadium, 111,000 people, and says,
dude, like, holy.
Dan Lanning had the puppies organized from the jump.
I mean, holy, dude, that game, nuts. It was only right for that game to do 3-3 into halftime and be an absolute stinker of defenses are insane. But second half, obviously, they're going to put touchdowns up. Penn State says, all right, we'll score 2, sure. Oregon says not so fast.
Not so fast, my friend.
I think Heisman in candidate, the Oregon quarterback, he looks great, man. He looks good.
Mean, first big road start for Mr. Moore there. And
Moore, bro, he looks good. And then obviously one overtime was never going to do it. Let's be honest. I mean, it was never going to do it. So let's go to double overtime. I mean, Oregon makes it look easy. Coming back, Drew Aller.
One play.
Aller, man. Not a big Aller guy myself, but it's all
right.
I don't
think he is a top. I mean, if you look at these rankings right here, I don't think he would start on any of these ball clubs.
I don't either. I'm like being honestly, I mean, I don't see one that he would start on. Maybe no, I really don't. I'd even say Diego Pavia has looked better than the man in Vanderbilt.
Aller just can't throw the ball.
He can't. Yeah.
And he can't play in big games.
Nope.
But and the recent Penn State struggles, in my opinion, in these big games is because all they can do is run the ball. When you see a good team with a good D-line play against them and knows it's a one-dimensional offense, what the hell do you think they're going to do? Stack the box the whole game.
Yep.
They can get these 5-7 yard gains every once in a while. That's not going to win you a football game against an Oregon club who's coached by one of the best coaches in the country, who came out of Georgia, the D coordinator, Dan Lanning. And everything he's done in Oregon has been incredible. I see them winning a college football championship here in the coming years.
Absolutely. And I totally agree with you on that. And between them and Ohio State, obviously Ohio State took care of business down in Seattle against UW. And I mean, Sayan looks good. That team, Jeremiah Smith, insane. And the other monster mashup we had this week, as you can see, sneaking their way into the top 4, Ole Miss, LSU. Ole Miss replacing LSU in the 4 seed, and I believe LSU actually replacing Ole Miss in the 12 seed, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, or
maybe I think they were 13, but 13, basically same thing.
I mean, all I have to say is the Cougs better bring their diapers because they are going to get shit on. I mean,
you are absolutely right.
I mean, you talk about a Class A football team versus a Class probably C or D, and yeah, we can just say,
is that this week?
It's not this week. The Cougs have a bye because they're going to need it to prepare 2
weeks.
Oh,
they are going to need 3 bye weeks just to not get hit by 70.
Holy dude!
Lane Kiffin and the Lane train is not gonna give a shit. They're gonna score 80 on them.
No, and wow, that was a great game too. I mean, LSU, Nussmeier, that offense sputtered. It looked like shit. I'll be honest.
I think LSU is not as good as everyone thought they were.
No,
they walk into Clemson, barely win against a shitty Clemson team.
Yeah, literally.
Obviously, everyone thinks this Clemson team's very good. Going into the year, they're going to beat LSU. LSU is better, but who's not better than Clemson this year? And I don't know. I think this LSU team does not get back in the top 10 this season.
I don't as well. Florida State dropped to Virginia.
Nussmeier this, Nussmeier that. He can't do shit on offense.
No, he can't. He really can't. Yeah, Florida State dropped to Virginia, who let's not forget, the Cougs go to Ole Miss, and then the week after that, they go down to Virginia. So it should be a rough few weeks here for Coug fans all over the world. Not good. We might have picked up our last win of the season. Maybe we'll split 1-1 against Oregon State. But, yeah, I mean, college football, man. It was a great weekend of college football.
Very exciting. I think Oregon looks like the best team in college right now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ohio State looks good. I think I don't know. I think Oregon might win the Big Ten.
I see that 100%. And I see like Oregon, Ohio State, like there's just 2 caliber teams right there. And I mean, Miami's defense is great, but I think both of them take care of Miami. Like,
I agree.
Like
Miami is only playing ACC teams the rest of the year, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, they already played Florida.
They played Florida, and that was the score didn't I watched that game. The score really didn't, show what actually happened in the game. That game was like 10-3 the whole game until about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they just got some garbage touchdowns. But
yeah,
Carson Beck, what are we doing?
Just to finish up on this college football, I think the SEC is just going to fluctuate all season. I think you see Georgia hop back in the top 10. I think Texas will hop probably in the top 4. I think Ole Miss is going to drop once they play a better SEC team.
Yep.
And, the road games in the SEC are incredibly difficult. So
nuts.
That will drop that. But we will switch it up to the MLB to conclude this episode. I could not be more excited for this Mariners team. 2 big Mariners fans. As you see, we are live from T-Mobile Park. This is not a green screen. Do not get your head turned around.
Nope. Cal Raleigh is actually taking BP a couple days before.
As you can hear the ball getting hit behind us.
Brr.
Incredible season by the Dumper. We got MVP talk between him and Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge leads in average OPS, but who gives a shit? You look at a catcher that has just broken records.
Yep.
In just about every category.
I was going to say, for multiple categories. It's not only like it was a catching category. Okay, we're talking switch hitting catcher. Yeah, switch hitting category. Obviously catcher categories. Like, the guy was mashing the baseball. Yeah, okay, the average, sure, whatever. Judge has the upper hand, of course. I mean, but this guy is, and like, I don't know. I just see he is the man. He's coaching the pitchers. He's calling the pitches. He's in on every single pitch, on every single play, on defense, obviously, and he has clutch home runs.
Do you remember when Mike Piazza had 55 homers back in the day?
Fortunately, I don't remember that, but
it's because it never happened.
Exactly.
No catcher has ever accomplished that feat, and I mean, let's think of it this way: no catcher has ever done it. Ever. And you're going to tell me he's not MVP for one season? If that's not the MVP, I don't know what is. Judge was DHing for a Yankee team who has star on star on star on star. Of course, they're going to make the playoffs. And look at them. They're in 4th place in the division. If he was MVP, they would be number 1.
They would.
But they're not.
They'd even be number 2. I give it to them. Number 2. But no. You know who clinched the number 2 seed about 4 days ago? The Mariners. All right. The Mariners, dude. And oh my God, do we have games to watch tomorrow? I mean, I think one of the slept on series, obviously, that Detroit-Cleveland series is going to be nuts. But the Reds-Dodgers, I mean, the Reds sneak their way in the playoffs. They sneak in, and guess what? That Dodgers bullpen is terrible.
It really is.
It's not good. And here's a Reds team who've decided, hey, let's hit the baseball. Sure. I mean, they're
going to have no problem doing that against the Dodgers, other than when you see Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto lined up in the on-deck circle will be Shohei Zintani, Gambling Man Shohei. And that series, I agree with you. It's going to be incredible. And same with the Cubs and the Padres.
Oh, man, dude.
Cubs battling injuries. It appears Cade Horton's out for the year, which I did not know until today.
Oh, snakes.
Yes. We got news from Kyle Nichols out in Chicago. Thank you, Kyle Nichols, for that data. The winner of that series, I think, takes care of the Brewers. As good as the Brewers are, it's not going to continue.
Yeah, I think the Phillies get it done. Honestly, whoever wins that series between the Reds and the Dodgers, the Phillies take care of business, as they probably will take care of business.
BP for a week waiting.
Yep. And I think the Phillies, between the Cubs, I think Cubs get it done versus the Padres, and then the Cubs.
Let's not forget this will be in cold Wrigley Field.
And the Cubs know to play that to their advantage, and they know, dude. They're hitting the ball great right now. They're hot. They took care of the Mets. Like, they scored like double-digit runs multiple times against the Mets. That offense is legit. Kyle Tucker's not even freaking playing, and they're still putting up the amount of runs that they are. Like you said, I think they take care of the Brewers. I think it's Cubs, Phillies in the NLCS.
I could see it. I can see it. The only thing about that Padres-Cubs series is the bullpen of the Padres.
Oh, yeah, that's nuts.
It's just remarkable.
Mason Miller, the late season acquisition. Robert Suarez been there all year, handling business. It's gonna be a fucking cinema.
I don't know who the Cubs are even gonna start for game one.
Yeah.
Maybe Shota Imanaga.
Imanaga. But I was gonna say, we got to wrap this up here as I've got a little appointment to get to, but I don't want to leave without bringing it back to the AL side and seeing what Mr. Blake has in store for the Mariners and how far he thinks realistically they're going to go.
Well, we look at the wild card matchups first. It'll be the Tigers and the Guardians. It will be in Cleveland, as Cleveland at the end of the year, just remarkable what they did.
Yeah.
And that will give them a little bit of an advantage at Progressive Field. That place is going to be rocking.
Oh, absolutely.
I think the Tigers walk in there and stun them. I do.
I can see that. I can see that. Absolutely.
Skubal seems to tune it up in the playoffs, and the Tigers play a very different game in the playoffs, with a lot of pitching changes that they do later in games and match up where they have the advantage, which they should have a lead with Skubal on the mound.
Exactly. Yep.
And then, so I do think the Tigers get that series done. And then I think the Red Sox will take care of business, even though this is in Yankee Stadium and the towels will be being waved and the bleacher creatures will say, "Yo, Aaron Judge. Do not know if they do that if he is in the DH spot, but
don't think they do, actually.
I don't think they do. And I think the Red Sox could go in there and shut up those Yankee fans real quick.
Hopefully.
Then you go with the Red Sox playing the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays win that series. Mariners against the Tigers. This will be in a sold-out T-Mobile Park.
Man. I will be there.
The Eagle will be reporting live.
Absolutely.
And I think the Mariners get it done.
I think they do as well.
I really do. Then they will play the Blue Jays if my prediction turns out the way it should. Not a team you want to see is the Blue Jays. The Mariners obviously hope it's not the Blue Jays, as they would not have the home field advantage going into this one for the start of the series, as the Blue Jays are the only higher seed on that side of the league. I think I could see the Mariners making the World Series. I really could.
I could too.
I really could. The starting pitching has to be good.
It does.
Brian Wu has got to be healthy. If he's not healthy, all predictions are out the window.
Yeah, I was going to say it's over.
But I think the Mariners make the World Series. They will be playing against the Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what
man. And if they are playing the Phillies, they will lose 4 straight games in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Well, 3 in Philadelphia, 1 in Seattle.
Yeah.
That Phillies team, the lefties caused the Mariners trouble, as we saw Luzardo with a career high in strikeouts against the Mariners earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
who else was starting for them? Sanchez and one other lefty. I believe it was Ranger Suarez, and they brought out the brooms. I think the Phillies won the World Series regardless.
Yeah, me too.
And yeah, I mean,
a sliver of hope in me for the Mariners. Just a sliver.
There is some hope, and when you see them get their bats going, there will be a lot of hope in the. And that crowd is going to be rocking. First time in the playoffs since they made it a few years ago and only saw one game.
Mm-hmm.
You think that building is not going to be rocking on the corner of Edgar and Dave?
Oh, man. That would be awesome.
But I know you have places to be, people to see. We will wrap this one up. It has been incredible being back with you live here on Coast to Coast Sports Talk, the new title, as you can see above us. We will be filming weekly, maybe twice weekly. We will see.
Absolutely.
But great to see you, Evan. Great work
today, brother. That was fun, man. It's good to be back. Good to be back.
Good to be back. Signing off.